Sorry.
My video today is of a political nature. Most of you already know that I support Trump, and for a good cause. He is the best chance that we have of getting our nation back to a godly sense of morality. Okay, I'm going to be looking up a couple things here as I go. But as I'm talking to you, the liberal media has said that Trump's only chance is to change his points of view and to apologize. Trump don't need to apologize for anything. It's the liberal media, it's Hillary, it's Obama. It's a total mindset of our government that needs to apologize for who they are. I'm looking here right now at a post that I shared. High school teacher record teacher's racism lecture, which she said, to be white is to be racist, period. This was in Norman, Oklahoma. A Norman North high school teacher is instructing students that to be white is to be racist. Now see, this is the kind of mindset that the liberals has brought to America in the past 8 years and more. It's been actually been working up to this, coming to an end a lot longer than what we, you know, the liberals have been in control of our school system for longer than some of us are old. They were in, I'm 62. Liberals were in control of our school system, what our kids were learning, even before I was, back in the 1960s. They were already beginning to teach that creation was not true. They were busily getting creation out of our school system and bringing in other things like paleontology, you know, and we were brought from dinosaurs and we came from monkeys. You know what? They're teaching that today. Charles Darwin said, if that thing was true, that you would eventually find millions of links between monkeys and man. Millions of links. To this day, they haven't found one. They got something that they call Lucy, which is a really old dead orangutan. They put that thing. They had this makeup artist do this facial recreation of Lucy, and they got it all finished. Man, the thing looked identical to an orangutan. It was an orangutan that they had there, and so they teach all of our science based on something. And you know what? They took that skull, and it was so decrepit they actually had to reshape the skull through a computer. They reshaped it. Well, you got to tell the computer how to reshape something, or it can't. The computer can't do nothing on its own. So it was secular science's recreation of evolution. That's what it was. Okay, and this kind of idea, this kind of thing is what has brought our godly country to the place of almost a demise. They think that if we live long enough, this evolutionists will teach you, if they think if we live long enough that we can outgrow God. Star Trek, that's what a lot of Star Trek has been about. They traveled into outer space and they found this big hand that caught the front end of the Starship Enterprise. I remember this. I was 14 or something when I saw this show. And I remember this coming on, and they actually defeated one who called himself God in the Star Trek. And I'll never forget, because at the end of the show, they said their famous quote there was, maybe it wouldn't have hurt for us to burn a few more leaves. They wanted some of that godly technology, you know. That was the idea at the end of that show. And you people who love Star Trek, you're going to get a kick out of this. And they're teaching that Star Trek is becoming a religion on its own. Commandment number 1, thou shalt have no gods before. It is built into men to have a God. Everything they look for is to find a God. It's why 80% of the population of the 80 billion people on the face of this planet, more than 80% claim a God. 80% claim a God. Sometimes truth is hard to deal with, atheists, you know. Sometimes truth is hard to deal with. And that's the kind of mentality that has brought us to the place where we think it's okay to put a murdering, coward, lying witch. I don't know any other way to express Hillary Clinton. I just don't know any other way to express her. This thing that I put on today, let me look this up. I want to tell you, because this woman, in this one, was it ABC, CBS? Let me see. The anchor man there, I think his name was Mark something. I forget what his name was now. But here it is. He was asking Hillary if he could approach her with such and such. You think they would do that with Trump? No, he was asking Hillary if it was all right. I couldn't believe my ears. Sissy, get up there and sit down and be quiet like I ask you, please.
Ready to top the charts with me?
Brooklyn, turn that off. Get up there and sit down.
Come here. This is what I'm talking about.
Kids. She's in her terrible twos.
We didn't miss a beat.
I did. I missed a beat. Okay. And he was asking her, and I'm thinking to myself here, they're talking about they're going to bring the Truth Squad out on Trump tonight. There's some things I really need to tell you folks, you know. I found this on Bo Tanner's post, who is a real man, by the way. The real Hillary Clinton, he said. You folks really need to see this. If every person saw this in America, Hillary would be lucky to get 10 votes. It's talking about Hillary's meltdown. And here's what I said. Watch NBC News anchor ask Hillary Clinton if he could talk to her about Benghazi email and private server. I could not believe I was hearing this. Whatever happened to free press and the First Amendment and free speech? It was if he was asking Hitler if he could have permission to go to the bathroom. And this is what it was. And this was in a YouTube video called Crooked Hillary's Massive Meltdown at Commander-in-Chief Forum. That's what they were talking about. They were actually recording the show of what they were the subject they were going to approach Hillary about tonight, and the ones they were. And I bet you that server, I bet it won't come up. I bet it will not come up by the mediator tonight. It won't. And you know, and we're saying this because all these people have been. This is money that's driving this thing. It's money that's driving this thing. They want to stay in control no matter what it takes because they want to command the billions of dollars that are America's being taken. We pay 30% of our money that we make into the government. And the fight is about controlling that money. And the Bible tells us the love of money is the root of all evil. They can do a lot of immoral things with billions and billions of dollars. Look at how the White House has been ran since Obama was. If you think it's not about that, look at all their extravagant vacations. Look at all of their fancy things they have bought. Look at all that they have done. They have abused the power. Obama hasn't sent anything through Congress. It was like he has totally ignored all one side. And then all of a sudden we are the biased persons. No, this is why I'm in such a fight. This is why I as a Christian am praying and doubling down on my praying for our country. And all of us should be right now. We need to turn back to God, begin to pray. And this is a Bill Steele political news small video on big issues. That's what this guy's talking about. Go there and subscribe to him because he can really enlighten you on a lot of things that are coming around. And Trump needs to keep on doing what he is doing. Okay, he doesn't need to change according to the statistics, fake polls, or the ideals of what the liberal media think he should be. And Christians, listen, I want to tell you something. John 16:33. In this world you will have trouble. The word trouble there in the NIV is translated from the word tribulation in the King James. Tribulation means great trouble. Great trouble in such a fashion that it will be hard for you to handle. Extreme trouble. Greatly troubled. Beyond your capacity. That's what tribulation means. It says in this world you Christians will have tribulation. That's why Christ told his disciples, go and sell something and get some swords. He was instructing us to buy swords because he knew tribulation was coming. When he departed from this world, he knew tribulation was coming. Amen. Do you think the devil is just going to sit back while we make this country great again? No, he is not. He is not. He will not. He will not. He's going to throw everything at us. You know what happened when Jesus tried to, or when Jesus didn't ever try to do anything. He did it. When Jesus cast a demon out of a man, you know what happened? The Bible said the demon threw him, slung him about, and tore him before he came out. And that's exactly what's getting ready to happen with the United States. That's what demons do. Demons struggle. Demons fight. Demons, they like to stir up a mess. But if you stick with it, it's going to come out. And this is what's going to happen with America. And this is what's going to happen when we try to elect Donald Trump, when we try to put him in the office. Right now, what's happening is the struggling of the demonic spirits across this land. That's what's going on. All right, but stay on track. Donald Trump, don't you do what they say tonight. Don't you change nothing. You stay on track. You stay on the Trump track in the Trump train. Keep going down and don't even slow down. Just keep going. Keep doing exactly what you've done. Because what you have done has been the thing that has defeated them so far. Do this. Pray tonight before you go on stage. Pray tonight. That's the best thing you can do. All right, God bless. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time. Another great message right here. Cross in the Middle Ministry.